Do you think Star Citizen has considered NFTs? I think they have. I think they've had a meeting about this. I think it's up in the air and they're considering it. But I also think after seeing what's happened with Ubisoft, they may be reconsidering it. Let me explain, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. Ubisoft announcing digits. They're going to be selling cosmetic items as NFTs. How did this go off? Well, let's pause here for a second, take a look at it. All right, there's helmet number 0027. It is a cosmetic item. You can have this, you can find this object in the game, or you may be able to buy it in the game, and it exists as an NFT. Sounds great, right? Well, no. Take a look at this video. Okay, 132,000 views with only 985 likes. We can't see the dislikes, but you can bet they are bad. And the community up in arms. To me, this is a blatant signal that you are milking the Ghost Recon franchise for every cent. This guy's saying that Ubisoft has gone full evil, and someone down here probably saying that Ubisoft has given their dog cancer. So is the community right? Well, it seems overwhelmingly that this is a very, very unpopular move. I want to take a look and first explain to you guys who might be new what an NFT is, where Ubisoft went wrong in this decision, or was it right in this decision? And there's a great article written out in Ars Technica by Kyle Orland, who says Ubisoft first NFT plans make no sense. And it's not for any of the reasons you see in the comment section here. The reasons he make are very, very good. First of all, it's a third-party platform you have to use. Ubisoft has no control over it. There are tons of problems that may present themselves with this idea. But before we dig further into that, let me first explain the biggest problem, and that is they called it an NFT. Because when most people hear the word NFT, what do they think? They think something like this: a pixelated piece of garbage JPEG. Look, I'm going to save as and click on that, and look, I own it. It's on my hard drive right there. I have it. Well, not so much. I'm going to take the next 5 minutes of this video to explain to you what NFTs are and how this is different from this. Well, first of all, CryptoPunks over here, one of the earliest and obviously most popular NFTs. Now, you can go and save this image on your hard drive and you have the image, but you are not the owner of that image. You simply have it. I can go and get a painted copy of the Mona Lisa. It looks just like it, except I don't own the original Mona Lisa. The original owner of this NFT is verified in the blockchain, and he owns it. And why? Your question is, does this cost $7.6 million? And I think this is what's turning off a lot of people too, because I think NFTs, they think, oh, whales are going to come scoop up everything and it's going to be impossible for the small guy to get in there. And yet there is a game out there. There's a game on Steam right now that has been dealing with NFTs for years already. We'll get to that, but let me take a couple of minutes to explain what this is and how it's different from everything else out there. First of all, who's going to buy this for $7 million? Well, there's a couple of things. If you are a tech bro, if you are a crypto bro, and you hang out with other crypto bros, there's a lot of cred to be had by owning a crypto punk. And if you own punk number 1, if you own number 3100 for $7.6 million, there's a lot of respect you get. So it's a kind of a club, much the same way that, say, there's a very rare helmet and there's only 30 of them ever made, and this is helmet number 0027. It's a rare item. This item here, I'm using an example, might be worth a bit of money. So CryptoPunks are worth money based on their rarity, and you get a certain amount of respect with crypto bros if you own one of them. That's a reason. Second reason is taxes. Now, if you made $50 million last year, congratulations, and need a write-off, what do you do? Now, this doesn't sound very kosher, but it guarantees it happens a lot with NFTs. You go buy this for $7.6 million. You then put it up for sale. You then, through an anonymous account, buy it for $1 million. So you've taken a huge loss, right? You go to your accountant, you go, hey, accountant, I bought this NFT over here for 7.6 and I sold it for $1 million. Your accountant goes, oh, there. I guess it's a $6 million write-off. There you go, big tax write-off, but you still own it. up for resale it goes back to normal price. That's been happening a lot in this field also. And thirdly, speculation. Let's take number 12 over here, punk number 3831. He's wearing a face mask. He has these glasses. There's only a certain amount of punks that have this. This one is very rare and it's selling for $2 million. Someone will come along and say, you know what? I feel like buying this one because of the face mask. And maybe in a year or 2 years from now, someone will offer me $2.5, maybe $3 million. Who knows? But also the NFT bubble may pop and it may be worth $100. It can go either way. But at the moment, the NFT bubble is very much inflated, which I think is another reason a lot of people are very much against this at the moment. But this is nothing like what Ubisoft is promoting, because an in-game item, a cosmetic item, that simply trades as an NFT, it's an item that you can still use in the game. So if you love the look of this cosmetic item and you want to wear it, you will buy it. Maybe it's $5, maybe it's $10. People pay for that kind of stuff, right? And if it turns out to be a rare item, then yes, you can sell it anytime you want without any friction. It's a frictionless sale if it exists on the blockchain. Now let's take a look at something interesting. As I said, there's a game on Steam, which is also coincidentally the most popular game on Steam, called CSGO, right now with 740,000 players, that has its own NFT marketplace, but it's just not called an NFT marketplace, and it's not even called an NFT. It's on Steam, Community Market. And on Steam Community Market, right now, you can go buy the Souvenir M4A1S rifle for $1,844. Wow. All right. The other day, the biggest CSGO streamer, I'm making this up. I don't know if it happened, but this is how it does work. The biggest CSGO streamer was running around knifing everyone with this blue steel butterfly knife. And guess what? He put up for sale. Now it's selling for $1,835. Oh my God. These are expensive skins. But this is what they sell for. Now, will someone buy it? I don't know. But there may come someone who comes along and goes, you know what? I'm buying this knife. And they go into a game and they stand around in the game and everyone around goes, wow, you own the blue steel butterfly knife, of which there's only one. That gets you a lot of respect in the game. And look, people do this. People buy it because they want to use it in the game, and people buy it for speculation because they know they might be able to resell it later. The Stat Track Survival Knife, which is field tested. And there's only one in existence. Guaranteed someone is buying this with the hope of selling for something else, selling it for a higher price in the future. How is this any different than NFTs? And truthfully, it's not. The biggest difference is this happens on Steam's database, whereas NFTs happen on a blockchain independent of the company. And I understand exactly why Ubisoft went this route. They're simply pushing off the database part of it, saying we are not dealing with the database part, the buying and selling part. We don't want to deal with the financial transactions or any problems there'll be with that. We're simply pushing this all off to the marketplace, to a blockchain marketplace. And all we do is we sell them at the point of sale and we're done with it. So from their point of view, that makes sense, right? And I think the biggest issue is also the branding, because if they called it anything else other than an NFT, if they called it a transferable in-game cosmetic item, a TIG key, if they called these TIG keys and didn't mention blockchain, would this have been better accepted? Maybe, I don't know. But there are some issues. There are some big issues with the plans, and Cal Orland here hits them with this article. I'm not going to dig into this too much because it's going to take a lot of time, but I'll leave this for you to read. And one of the points he makes is, hang on, what if you stop supporting Ghost Recon or Quartz itself? What happens to all those purchases then? Good point, but same point. What if CSGO just stops existing and stops being supported as a game? What happens to all these? Same thing, right? There are a couple of issues about being on the blockchain. I'm going to highlight for you. I'll leave a link to this article below. Read through it and you have a much better understanding of what the real issues are. But as far as the idea, I definitely understand why they went this route, but I also think a lot of people, when they heard the word NFT, simply thought that. Right? And will Star Citizen go the NFT route? Hey, if they want to make $500 million in a month, you know they can. Imagine, I'm showing you here, what I'm showing you here is actually a very, very rare ship in Star Citizen. It's called the Captured Vandal Scythe, which was sold with LTI originally and is not for sale anymore. This is a perfect example of what an NFT would be like. It'd be something rare and something you can easily transfer from buyer to seller, which is what we can do right now in Star Citizen, except there's a couple of steps to it. The ship has to be giftable, and if it's in your buyback, you have to buy it for cash and then gift it. There's ways to do it, but it's just not as easy. But I do definitely think that CIG has considered NFTs, and I'm curious to know if they've watched this article here, if they watched the reaction, if they were thinking about it, which I don't think they would have, but yeah, you never know what the consideration or what the reaction is now. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's wrap this up. What are your thoughts on NFTs or gaming cosmetic items sold as NFTs? Are they any different than this? How are these any different from NFTs we see in other places? Let me know your thoughts below. As always, if you enjoy my content, subscribe. Your comments below. Thumbs up. Catch you in the next one.